Welcome to your English class, children. Today we are going to do part 2 of The Sound of Music, The Shahnai of Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now, Ustad Bismillah Khan, popularly known as Ustad, is credited with popularizing the Indian musical instrument Shahnai all over the world. He was born on 21st March 1916 at Dumrao in Bihar. He died at a ripe old age of 90 at Varanasi on 21st August 2006. Children, he was a very devout Muslim, but he performed both at Hindu and Muslim ceremonies. His fame was such that he was selected to perform at the Red Fort in Delhi on the auspicious occasion of India's independence, after which our then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave his famous speech, The Tryst with Destiny. Ustad Bismillah Khan was also bestowed with several awards like the coveted Bharat Ratna, the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, and many more. Now we'll learn more about Ustad Bismillah Khan. So dear children, I hope you are ready with your textbooks. Now turn to page number 21. So dear children, if you turn to page 21, you'll find pictures of some famous Indian musicians. Do you know who these people are and what instruments they play? Well, let me help you. Now this is Hari Prasad Chaurasia and he is a bansuri player. And next is Ustad Vilayat Khan and he plays the sitar. And here we have the violin sisters M. Lalita and M. Nandini. And this person I'm sure you know. He is Ustad Zakir Hussain, the famous tablist. And here we have Ustad Amjad Ali Khan and he plays the sarod. And this is Kunnakudi Vaidyanathan and he is also a violinist. And now we have Pandit Ram Narayan and he plays the sarangi. And this is about whom we are going to read today, that is Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now shall we move on? Now, before we read the text, I want you to get familiar with some of the words you find in the text and know the meanings. These meanings are already given in your text. So before you read, just have a look at them. Now the first one is generic name. Now generic name is a name given to a class or group as a whole. Now let me give you an example. Now let us take medicine. In medicine, paracetamol is the generic name and you have the brand names like Crocin, Calpol, etc. Similarly, you have the generic name as say cola and the brand name could be Pepsi or Coke. Okay. So next is reeded. It's a wind instrument which has reeds like the flute, the clarinet, etc. Okay. So it's a hollow instrument. Next is auspicious, promising to bring good fortune. We all wait for an auspicious moment to begin something important in our lives. Next is indispensable, without which a piece of work cannot be done. Like for example, these days we find the laptop and the phones. They have become an indispensable part of our lives, isn't it, children? Next, ensemble. Now, ensemble is considered as a group of things. Here, it refers to the instruments, like the 9 instruments which were played in the royal court. Next is paternal ancestors. Paternal ancestors are ancestors of the father. On end, for a very long time without stopping. Like for example, she went on talking and discussing on end about the problems she faced during the lockdown. Taken in by, attracted or charmed by. Like I was taken in by the beautiful presentations made by my students. Souvenirs, things given in memory of a place, person or event. When foreign tourists visit India, we send them back with some souvenirs from here. A chartbuster, a record breaker. Like you have chartbuster performances, chartbuster movies. You're very familiar with that word, isn't it, children? Next is celluloid. Celluloid is old-fashioned way of referring to films. These days we just call them films. In those days they used to call it as the celluloid. Next is ventures, projects that often involve risk. Conferred, given usually an award or degree, like Bismillah Khan was conferred with the title of Ustad. Coveted, much desired. See, many of you try to win the coveted trophy in school or the coveted first rank, isn't it? Next is devout, believing strongly in a religion and obeying its laws and following its practices. So children, we'll begin reading the text now. You are familiar with most of the words as we have already discussed them. So now we will not be doing the whole thing, but only a part of it, maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs, and the remaining we'll do in our next class. So Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. I'm sure you all must have, at some time or the other played with the pungi, and you know how irritating that noise is. Now, pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. So maybe they thought that one day it may be remade into something more pleasant. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi, and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. Now, who did all this? A barber of a family of professional musicians. He did this. Okay. So, when he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a new name. Now, as the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chamber and it was played by a nai or a barber, the instrument was named the Shehnai. Now, you know children how it got the name Shehnai? Because it was played by a nai or a barber and it was played in the Shah's chamber. So, it got the name Shehnai. Now, the sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason, it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Shehnai was part of the Naubat or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts. So, the Shehnai was a part of this ensemble. That means a group of instruments which were played then in the royal courts. Now, till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. So, he was the one who actually popularized the Shehnai. Now, as a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar, where he was born. Now, Gilli Danda, you all play now, children? I think most of you must be playing. Now, he would regularly go to the nearby Biharji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. He would go there and sing. Where? At the temple. Now, we need to understand that he was a devout Muslim, but then he is also a symbol of religious harmony. Now, at the end of this singing of the Bhojpuri Chaita, he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. Now, this happened 80 years ago and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. Now, what is this travelled far, children? Your travel doesn't mean going from place to place. Here it means that in his long journey of 90 years, he has grown from strength to strength to earn different awards, and one of which is the Bharat Ratna. So you see, the prize which he earned when he was a 5-year-old boy or when he was a very little boy was a big laddu. And as he grew up, he earned big awards like the Bharat Ratna. Now, born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the Shehnai Waz of the Bhojpur King's court. Now, Shehnai Nawaz is the person who plays the Shehnai there at the Bhojpur King's court. Now, his father, Pegambar Baks, and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Now you can understand why he has taken after his parents, his grandparents, his ancestors, and he loved playing the Shehnai. It runs in the family, it runs in their blood. That is the reason. So dear children, we'll stop here and continue with the rest of the lesson in our next class. Okay. Until then, I would like you to read more about Ustad Bismillah Khan and find out more about him. Try to listen to some of his, renditions, Shehnai renditions, and find out more. Okay. Until then, keep yourselves safe and happy. Take good care of yourselves. God bless you.